Hello everyone, this is the Grumpy Gamer, and this is the final episode of Toy Soldiers, level 12. Now, I've tried this several times. I've came close to beating it, and I never have quite been able to beat it. So, honestly, what I did is I just put it on casual, so you get to see the end of the game, but I'm not going to lie, it's on casual. It's still a little tough, but not quite as tough. Okay, first thing we're going to do is build some mortars. This is a very mortar heavy level. There'll be a ton of mortars in this level. So I pretty much spent all my money. The thing that's kicking my butt on this level is the boss monster. He's on a railroad and you only got a certain amount of time to kill him, but I haven't been able to kill him. I've tried it several times. The last time I had him down to just a sliver and I almost won, but I lost and I gave up. I've tried 5 or 6 times, so I'm ready to get on with my life. Now, this isn't the whole game. This is the final level of the Allied campaign, and once you beat this, then you'll be able to play as the Germans, which is, it's different. I've actually played on that some. I've actually beat this level, but it was on casual. I wasn't recording at the time. And so the German campaign, you unlock it by beating the Allied campaign. And there's also 2 DLCs, so after I finish this episode, there'll still be plenty of more. I'm just not going to do a let's play of the German campaign. Some of the maps are the same, some of them are different. The ones that are the same, they're not quite the same. They're nighttime missions, so the way that works is you can just barely see, and your guys shoot flares in there, and so like when you're in a machine gun turret, the only time you can see is when you're actually a flare in there. Otherwise this is like almost pitch black. And so one of my first objectives, take out this mortar directly in front of me. It's a little bit of timing. As you can see right here, I'm having to defend my base pretty good too. But advantage of a take. Honestly, I'm not sure what all the difference is between casual. I've noticed I do have more lives. Let me hop out of the tank and hope these guns can take care of that. I need to build the AA gun right here. Oh yeah, and I got a ton of money too, so. Did I take out this emplacement? No. That one right there I need to take out because it's keeping me from building here and here. But right now it sounds like I got aircraft coming, so let me hop in and take care of those. This is a very tough level. I know the strategy. I actually watched a video on YouTube on how to beat this level, but apparently I wasn't very good at executing it, but I gave up on it. So let me hop back in this tank. It's very critical that I take out this mortar fairly quickly. I've got vehicles coming like right now, and so I need to take out that mortar. The airplanes aren't so tough now that I got a level 2 AA gun. There we go, I got that. Now let's give ourselves some mortars here. It's going to get a lot easier once we got a little defense going. I gotta find these vehicles. I don't know where they come from. I don't see them. I would imagine they're gonna show up all at once and ruin my day. I think I hear them. Or no, I hear airplanes. Well, I don't see them anywhere, so I'm not going to worry about them. Let's hop back in the tank. We've got other things to do. There they are. There's one of them anyway. I don't know where the rest went. I don't know if I took them out or what. Here's one of the guns right in front of me I need to take out. There's one. And there's another one over here. I'm not sure if it's been destroyed yet. Let me check. Yeah, it's been destroyed. So I can go ahead and build my howitzers right here. These are very important. They're what's going to take the boss monster out, or help anyway. So that's upgraded to level 2. Now if you notice, I took out all this rubble right here. There was a couple reasons for that. The first one was for the money. And the second one is just give me good line of sight, because I don't have time to be driving around a lot with the tank. It's a very intense level. You got to jump from vehicle to vehicle and build and all that kind of stuff. I'm pretty much too on this level. All I'll do is back here you build a lot of mortars. And just do what you can. Okay, let's go ahead and hop out and see what we can do here. We'll upgrade that. We'll go ahead and upgrade that. And we're going to drive on down here and see what we can do. I believe there's a couple more mortar emplacements right in front of me. Well, obviously you can tell I'm on a railroad, and this is where the boss monster is going to come from. He's going to come from this tunnel directly ahead of me, and what he does, it's a huge artillery gun mounted on a basically a train. And what he's going to do is pop out of the tunnel. He'll shoot a little bit, then he'll go back outside, and these other little train cars come out. He'll do that 3 or 4 times, and then after that, oh, something's shooting at me. Oh wow, there we go. And then if you don't get him in the first 3 or 4 attempts, what he'll do is just rush your tunnel. So if you don't get him in the first 3 or 4 attempts, he's just going to beeline straight in, and you're pretty much lost. Let's do some more upgrading here. Now the achievement for this level is what is it? Earn 15,000 gold. Well, you can't just earn it, you have to have that much. So at the end of the level, if this number at the top left doesn't say 15,000, you don't get the achievement. It's pretty tough to do. I think I did it on casual, which gave me the achievement, but It's kind of a cheap win. That's what I was doing. Okay. That's pretty much probably a 1 level by now. I've done pretty good. Just can't quite shoot up high enough to get those. Let me see if I can't take out some of these horses. Now if you notice on this level, I haven't built any chemical weapons, which makes it a little tough, but the reason I didn't build any chemical weapons is because I'm about to be swarmed by vehicles, and those chemical weapons won't do any good against them. So it's important that I get some firepower that will take out everything. Chemical weapons do nothing to vehicles. So let me check all my guns. Okay, all those are level 3. Oh, I need to upgrade the howitzers. That's actually the most important thing. Because what these 2 howitzers are going to do, those 2 howitzers and these 3 mortars right here are responsible for bombing the boss monster when he comes out of the tunnel. You can actually see him right there. He's sitting right there. He just hadn't come out yet. It's a big artillery. I guess I don't know if you've seen it, but in World War II they had those. I don't know if they had them in World War I, but the Germans built them. They were massive artillery cannons that moved on a train track. And so whenever they wanted to shoot somewhere else, they'd have to drive it somewhere else. But it was so massive, that's the only way they could move it. And I don't have anything else I can upgrade. Oh yes I do, I got plenty I can upgrade. I need to upgrade these mortars. That's going to take cash, and so let me see if I can't get a little cash. Well, like I've said in a previous episode, one thing I like about this game, there's always something to do. There's never a lull. Because if, like right now, there's no enemies, you can always just hop in a vehicle and go destroy stuff. Gives you a little bit of extra cash. Oh, that's an emplacement right there. I may build something there. I don't know if that's a viable strategy. I've never built there before, but I'm doing it now. And these vehicles, they're going to come, they're straight ahead. If you can see them, they're coming out of that building straight ahead of me. These guys are pretty tough. They're not so tough on casual, but if you're playing on regular, normal difficulty, they take about 10 shots with this tank to take them out. And so you just can't take them out quick enough. But as you can see right here, it's not an issue. Sorry if you feel like I'm cheating, but I'm not skilled enough to beat the game. So if you want to see the end of the game, for me, this is your only option. I tried it about half a dozen times. Finally it was getting close, but I'm burnt out on this level, so I just want to see that. I just want to be done with it now. Oh, I'm racking up the money now. I need it too. As you can see, this is a pretty massive wave, and when you play this on normal, these things just overwhelm you because you can't take them out fast enough. And what you kind of do is you're kind of doing when you fight them, you kind of do a fight and retreat. So that's level 3, that's level 3. Let's get these mortars to level 3. And when this guy comes out, another thing he's going to do that kind of sucks is he's going to shoot at your emplacements, and he'll pretty much destroy them. Now right there's the only enemy emplacement left, and that's actually an AA gun, so that makes this level a little difficult. I want to see how my mortars do at taking them out. I got mortars and artillery aimed at him, so it's not good being them right now. Oh yeah. I don't know, I almost feel sorry for the enemy in this game. It's like, this game, it seems like it's more personal. They seem more like real people even though they're soldiers. Like you see this little guy here. This guy right here, he just saw the guy in front of him blow up and he's still driving into it. Now, don't you know that would suck? There's some guy back here, some asshole general, telling him to go forward or they're going to give him the firing squad. Okay, we got aircraft inbound. There they are. You can barely see them. It's this game's art style, but it has a lot of depth of field blur, so it makes everything blurry in the distance, which is kind of cool. This game may overdo it a little bit, but I like the style. I think they're trying to make it look like an old movie or something, which it kind of does. It kind of makes you feel like you're in an old World War I thing. You know, after playing this game, I can't believe they don't have more games based off World War I. It's a pretty cool setting. I mean, they pretty much ran World War II into the ground, so it's kind of refreshing to see World War I. I think maybe a lot of the reason they don't do more World War I's because it's still kind of primitive as far as the aircraft go and the guns and all that kind of stuff. But I kind of like the way this game did it. It's like, it's kind of World War I, but they kind of tweaked it a little bit, you know. I think that was the cool thing they did about the toy setting. When they made them toys, they could change them around a little bit. Well, what I mean by, you know, the weapons are primitive, I mean, like, they had machine guns, but they probably jammed a lot. They weren't that good, and airplanes weren't that good. I mean, they were basically throwing hand grenades out of the side of a plane and sticks of dynamite and rocks and whatever they could. It's not like World War II where they just carpet bombed entire cities. So we're getting pretty close, I think. Let me go ahead and bring this wave on. I'll hop back in the tank and we'll go see if we can't fight some of them. We got another massive wave of tanks coming in. Yeah, and then after this wave we got infantry, and after that it's the final boss. Yeah, I'm not sure if I get the achievement. I'm gonna get close. I don't have a whole lot left I could upgrade. I think I can upgrade the AA gun and this one mortar across the river, but I won't need it. I'm gonna sit here and take these guys out right now. Oh yeah, I got the money. So you can get the achievements on casual, you know, but like I said before, I don't really care about achievements. So I get them, I get them. Sometimes I try for them, sometimes I don't. I don't go out of my way to try for them. For some reason, the ones on the Xbox, when I used to have an Xbox 360, I don't anymore, but I did try to get achievements on there, but I don't know, they seem more addicting for some reason. plus you can buy stuff with them on Steam. You can't. I don't think you can buy anything. So. Okay, there's that rail. Here's the boss monster. I'm gonna hop in this bomber real quick, just so I can show him to you. And he's on this track, so I gotta hang a left here. You can see him directly ahead. I'm gonna speed up. Oh, I can't bomb him. I forgot I didn't take out the A gun, so we'll do it with the tank. As I said before, I almost beat this. I never used the bomber. I might have done better to use the bomber. I did it with the tank. I shouldn't have much problem now being on easy. Okay, he's already retreated. He doesn't come out long. He just kind of like a turtle, sticks his head out and goes back in. But he'll do this 3 or 4 times, and you can see my. Oh, I need to turn my guns to face him and hop back on the tank. I don't want my tank to go away. Okay, I'm gonna hop back out of my tank. Okay, I think I got him facing good enough. It's just important I don't want this tank to disappear, because this tank's got to help take out the boss. But basically when you hear the music, it means he's coming out. And you can see we were whittled him down pretty good, but the 2 howitzers I built, they're shooting at him, and these 3 mortars directly in front of me are shooting at him. The mortars behind me, they're too far away. They don't do anything, I don't think. So yeah, he's going to come out at least one more time, and I should get him the next time he comes out. But once he decides to come to your toy box, you're pretty much screwed. I mean, at least on normal difficulty, these mortars and all this stuff, they kind of... nothing does a whole lot of damage, so you got to hit this guy like 800 times to kill him. Oh, while we're here, I was gonna go and say I'm gonna do a let's play of Alan Wake American Nightmare. It comes out on the 22nd. I'll start uploading as quickly as possible. If you're familiar with me, you know that when a game comes out on Steam, when it unlocks at noon, I'll download it right away, and I usually try to get the first episode up in like 2 or 3 hours. A lot of it depends on how good my internet's working that day, but a 15-minute episode for me takes like 3 or 4 hours to upload. So what I'll do is when I download the game, which takes 15-30 minutes, something like that, then I'll play for like 15 minutes, render the first video, then put it up. And that, so usually see like the first episode around 3 or 4 o'clock in the afternoon Central Time. Okay, well, this was Toy Soldiers. I hope you enjoyed it. Like I said before, this isn't the very end of the game. There's a German campaign that actually unlocked, and there's also 2 DLCs. There's also a sequel to this game, but it isn't on PC yet. It's called Toy Soldiers Cold War, where it's set in like, it looks like it's set in like the 1970s or 80s or something, and you're fighting the Soviets instead of the Germans. But until next time, this is Mr. Game for Cheap. If you enjoyed this video, please remember to like it, comment, and subscribe. That really helps my channel a lot. So we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.